Hope everyone is ready. Let's get started. Now, since this is a classroom series, it feels only fitting to end on somebody who not only became Wales' first black headmaster, but was also awarded an MBE for services to education and community life. Betty Campbell was born Rachel Elizabeth Johnson in Butetown, Cardiff in 1934, an area which was one of the UK's first multicultural communities. Her mother, known as Nora, was a Welsh Barbadian, and her father, Simon Victor Johnson, had come to the UK from Jamaica when he was 15. Sadly, her father was killed in World War II. Her mother, now struggling financially to provide for the family after his death, occasionally worked as an illegal street bookmaker. Despite her family's shortcomings, at school Betty was top of her class, resulting in her being awarded a scholarship at the Lady Margaret High School for Girls. After finishing education, Campbell went on to train as a teacher in her hometown, which was an achievement in itself, as from a young age Betty was told by one of her headmistresses that the prospects of a black teacher was impossible. Campbell even stated, upon hearing this, she went back to her desk and cried. This was the first time she had ever cried in school. Campbell was not about to let these words put her down, and she said it made her more determined to become a teacher. Campbell's determination would see her tackle prejudice on her path to a job at Mount Stuart Primary, which is a school she had attended as a child. Around this time, there was an influx of immigrants into the country following World War I, and many had settled in the area where the school was located. This led to the area being very multicultural, but tension would often arise within the area for this very reason. Campbell, being a black woman, understood firsthand the challenges of being discriminated against, and she had experienced hostility from some of the parents. They had not seen a black teacher before, and it was as if you could do the job, it was fine, but if you were black, you weren't quite good enough. Campbell, not wanting to see the youth in that area go through the same experiences, always made sure the local children always felt welcomed at her school. She promoted the benefit of a diverse society and wanted to enlighten her students about the immigration experience, all the good and bad history that came with it. On a trip to the United States, Campbell attended a seminar where she learned about anti-slavery activists like Harriet Tubman and the civil rights movements. When she became Wales' first black head teacher at Mount Stuart in the 1970s, she began teaching about slavery, black history, and the system of apartheid, which operated at a time in South Africa. Her inclusive outlook and progressive views caught the attention of powers beyond Wales, and in the 1990s she was appointed to the Home Office Race Advisory Committee. Campbell taught a series of workshops on the role of Butetown citizens and their countries of origin in the Second World War. Under Campbell's leadership, Mount Stuart raised its profile across the United Kingdom and became a template for multicultural education. In 1994, Prince Charles attended the school's annual St. David's Day at Stedford, and in 1998 she was invited to meet Nelson Mandela on his only visit to Wales. Campbell was making great strides for diversity, and in 2003 she was awarded an MBE for her services to education and community life. Sadly, Campbell passed away at the age of 82 on the 13th of October 2007. Hundreds of people lined the streets of Cardiff to pay their respects. See, Campbell had touched many lives and inspired so many. The First Minister of Wales, Carwyn Jones, described Campbell as a true pioneer and an inspiration to other black and ethnic minority people. Interestingly, we have been working with the Welsh Biography to write a piece on Betty Campbell, which we will be publishing at a later date, and this brings an end to this installation of our classroom series. When it comes to black history, many of you may be familiar with the names of those who lived in America, but we have to remember and shine the light on those who helped lead the change for our community around the world. You can check out one of our other videos in our Insightful Classroom series, or watch one of the more in-depth videos we have on some of the people we mentioned today. As always, if you liked the video, hit the like button, share and subscribe.